The I don't owe anyone anything mentality is one of the worst things to come out of Gen Z because it has created an epidemic of people complaining about loneliness while thinking they don't owe anyone basic manners or communication. I strongly disagree that this is a Gen Z thing. This is a Gen X thing. My people came up with this. Or at least we made it mainstream to say, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. That every part of my personality is sacred, even the parts that everybody else hates. We were the ones who promoted the idea that anything you're asked to do to make it easier to make friends or find dates is a form of selling out. That it's not being true to yourself. And when I point this out, people will always reply to say, well, do you really want people to betray their core values just to become more popular? And the answer is, of course not. But here's the trick we played, the trick that we passed on to the next generation. We made it sound like all of our preferences are core values. That the bands we listen to, it's not just because we like the sound of their music. This is the band for people who are more sensitive, who have a more rich inner life. So if you don't like the exact same music in movies and video games that we like, that means you're not a good person. It sets up a situation where nothing about you can be challenged because everything is either a sacred core value or a medical issue. See, we're the ones who are constantly talking about the importance of understanding trauma and abuse, and that's great. But this very quickly gets folded into the same trend to say that any time I'm made to feel uncomfortable around other people, that is a form of trauma and abuse. Even though in real life it is impossible to have any kind of actual friend group or community without sometimes feeling shame or frustration or annoyance. Those are all normal. But look at the absolutely diabolical trap this creates to say, if my behaviors cause you anxiety, too bad, you can't ask me to change. But if your behaviors cause me anxiety, you are guilty of a crime. It is inherently antisocial. It sets up a situation where the only safe relationship is one that is held at arm's length or done through a screen. And because it was my generation that were the first internet users, we established the culture of the internet, and then this is the ecosystem that Gen Z was born into. And we taught them that the fundamental idea that has been around since the beginning of time, that the whole concept of self-improvement, of turning yourself into the type of person that other people want to be around, somebody who is dependable and pleasant, that it is outrageous to ever ask anyone to do that. And the people who make money by having you stay home and stare at a screen are happy to reinforce that, to turn you into the type of person that not even you could stand to be around.